Welcome everybody. My name is T.C. Gao. Our subject today is about the planning consideration of the high-speed rail system. Like our last class, this subject is one of the subject in our high-speed rail planning class at the Rail Tech in University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. This is part of the high-speed rail curriculum which we have in the Rail Tech or in the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. In our curriculum, we have 4 courses. We start with high-speed rail engineering, which talk about all functioning and subsystems and systems of the high-speed rail. And then we have a second class, which is on the planning of the high-speed rail system. And our subject today will be from this class. Our third class is on construction management of a high-speed rail system. And another class we are planning at the present time is on how to operate and maintain a high-speed rail system. So this totally 4 classes will be consist of our high-speed rail curriculum, which will be including the high-speed rail planning, high-speed rail designing, high-speed rail construction, and high-speed rail operation and maintenance. And we hope with this we can try to introduce a comprehensive understanding of the high-speed rail system. So let's talk about the objective of what we want to achieve in this high-speed rail planning class. Our objective of this class is to give a student an overview of what are the considerations which require for a high-speed rail system. After going through these fundamental considerations which needed to plan a high-speed rail system, then we go into the detailed introduction of the area which had to be considered. And then in this class, after what we did is we let the student to perform a feasibility study of a section of the future high-speed rail, which is in consideration. And then student can try to apply what they learned in the class to the project. So that's the way this class is taught. Consequently, we organize this class in the following subjects. From beginning as an introduction of the high-speed rail system and its characteristics. These are basically review of our another class. And then we start going to planning consideration of a high-speed rail system. And that is what the subject we want to talk about it today. We also have detailed discussion on how to do the staging, route selection, estimate cost, and so on and so forth. In today's class, we will not be able to have a chance to go over it. So let's start with this subject. How to, in planning a high-speed rail system, what are the considerations that need to be put in place? Okay, I try to summarize it in this view graph. Basically, in planning a high-speed rail system, we have to consider the following areas. We start the selection of the station and then the route which connect all these stations, and then we go into the engineering planning using the criteria, using the design method, we try to plan how to connect all these stations, what kind of alignment they should be, what kind of the grading they should be, and what kind of curve they should be. So these are in the engineering planning, and also what type of a structure they should be. Okay, after going through its engineering planning, then we can do a capital cost estimate, because we have the structure planning and the route and the station and depot and so on and so forth. So we can try to estimate the cost. After that, we should try to consider our ridership. Who are going to ride it? How much we can charge them? And so what will be the total income? So that will be the second part of what we will be talking about in this class. And then if we know who are going to take it and how many people are taking it every day, then we can try to figure out a timetable to suit this customer demand. Okay. And then if we have the timetable, then we use the timetable, we can try to figure out what is the fleet size, how many trains we need, including trains in maintenance, how many trains we need in order to serve our customers. So we have to talk about the fleet size. Once we have the fleet size, then and the timetable, we know what is our operation plan and the maintenance plan. So from there, we can try to figure out operation and maintenance plan. Once we have an operation and maintenance plan, then we can try to figure out the cost. How much will be cost us to operate and maintain such a fleet? And how many people will you have to use, and what will be the total cost? So that will be the subject of this discussion. So from there on, we had to look at beside the revenue from a fare box, what can we get out of the system beside the fare box? And so there are some non-fare box revenue which can be generated. For instance, the station area can be commercialized, or the nearby area which the property will appreciate. And so all this, or even looking at what is the big picture, how the society is benefit from this high-speed rail system due to less air pollution, less traffic congestion, less energy, petroleum energy needs to be imported. So all these benefits had to be considered. And then if all this shows up, add together, the benefit and the cost, they add together, and it was a while to do it, and then we had to consider how to implement it. Okay. So these are the basic elements. When you are planning a high-speed rail system, you have to consider all these areas. Of course, they are in a process. They actually cannot be done concurrently. There is a sequence. You have to go through it, and so the process of implement all these consideration like this. Now, first of all, you have to select your station and your route, and then you have to do some engineering planning. Then you do, the same time, you do your ridership forecast. So from these two, then you can start build up what is your fare structure, and then therefore you know what is your fare box income. Okay. Then from the passengers, from your customers' demand, you can also try to figure out the timetables. From the timetable, you can have your operation plan. From your operation plan, you can have operation and maintenance costs. And same time, because you have the structure arrangement or alignment station, then you can figure out your capital cost. So basically, you have the capital cost, operation cost, and your farebox income from all this area, all this study. Then you can try to look into what are the economic impact of such a system. You can consider what during the construction time, what during the operation time, and is there any external benefit beside the benefit from the system. So you consider the whole system of impact. Then you can try to, from there, you can also try to look into the station and staging area. What can you get out of this place? So you have the revenue from station and station area from this study too. Okay, so from there on, your revenue, real revenue, your revenue, station property revenue, and your cost is the cost which has the capital investment, operation maintenance cost, or long-term maintenance cost. And if there are some social benefit and economic benefit, maybe you can also ask the government to support this project. Okay, so government may proportionally provide some grant or tax incentive into the system. And with all this, you have all the financial aspect figured out, and you can try to start your financial plan. Okay, so from this, you can derive at a financial plan to support such a system. So basically, these are the kind of the process you have to go through and trying to put it together. Of course, maybe the process will take several iterations as some of the data shows up need to be refined, and all the scheme need to be refined, so that the planning will become more sophisticated or more detailed through iteration.